You think you need a better morning routine. You think you need to wake up earlier, cold plunge, meditate harder, journal more. You think if you just stack enough habits, your life will shift. But here's the truth. No one's telling you. You don't need more routine. You need regulation. Because if your nervous system is dysregulated, no routine will stick. You'll wake up in a state of survival. You'll fight your way through habits like they're battles. You'll do everything right and still feel off. You'll blame your willpower. You'll call yourself lazy. But you're not lazy. You're dysregulated. And no system, no habit, no productivity hack works when your inner world is screaming that you're unsafe. This is not a mindset problem. This is a nervous system problem. And unless you address that, your growth will always feel like a war against yourself. Carl Jung didn't talk about the nervous system the way we do today, but he pointed to it constantly. When he spoke of the shadow, he was pointing to unintegrated trauma. When he spoke of the persona, he was describing the armor we build to survive. When he spoke of the self, he was describing the regulated, centered whole being beneath the noise. And the journey from shadow to self is not just psychological, it's physiological. It's about how your body processes sensation, how your system holds tension, how your breath responds to threat. And most of us, especially men, were never taught how to regulate. We were taught how to override, push through, numb out, power up, stay productive. But this doesn't heal you. It breaks you slowly, quietly. Then suddenly, let's be real, you don't need another 5 a.m. routine. You need to understand why you wake up already anxious, already on edge, already scrolling, already stressed. That's not a discipline issue. That's your nervous system in a sympathetic state, fight or flight, before you've even brushed your teeth. Why? Because your body still thinks it's in danger. From what? Maybe it's past trauma. Maybe it's unresolved stress. Maybe it's years of performing instead of processing. Either way, your system is trying to protect you. But in doing so, it's blocking you from accessing peace, power, and presence. Now here's where Jung comes in deeper. He said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Your nervous system is your unconscious in motion. It dictates how you show up, how you speak, how you react, before your mind even catches up. If you've ever said, I knew better, but I still did it anyway, that's a nervous system pattern, not a logic failure. And until you learn to regulate that, you'll keep repeating old loops and calling it discipline failure. So, what do? You rebuild your system from the inside out. Start here, the breath. Most people breathe like they're being chased shallow, rapid high in the chest. This keeps the body in fight or flight. So every morning before you touch your phone, sit. Breathe through your nose, into your belly. Slow, deep, hold, release, repeat. Not as a hack, as a return. Let your body know we are safe now. No tigers, no battlefield, just now. This alone begins to shift your baseline state. Next movement, not to burn calories, not to punish yourself, but to process trapped energy. Trauma lives in the body. So does suppressed emotion. And unless it moves, it owns you. That tight chest, that buzzing jaw, that restlessness, that's your body asking to be felt, to be listened to. So move, shake, stretch, walk, dance, lift, anything that gets you into the body. This is not optional. It's essential. Third, presence. Regulation is impossible without presence, because regulation means meeting your body where it is not where you want it to be. So throughout the day, check in. Set a timer every 90 minutes. Ask, where am I holding tension? Scan your jaw, neck, shoulders, belly, legs. Release. Breathe. You're not wasting time. You're resetting your entire system. Fourth, boundaries. Nervous system safety requires boundaries. Emotional, energetic, digital. That means saying no. That means taking space. That means limiting input. Because every time you overstimulate, you dysregulate. Scrolling noise, endless messaging, news, opinions, all of it floods the system. And if you don't create space to digest it, it clogs your clarity. So start small. No phone first hour of the day, or last hour, or both. Notice what comes up. Anxiety, boredom, FOMO. Good. That's your work. Fifth, feel. You cannot regulate what you don't feel. So when emotion rises, pause. Don't label. Don't fix. Don't scroll. Just breathe. Let it move. Let the wave come. Let it peak. Let it pass. Your body knows how to do this. It's ancient. It's wise. You just have to stop interrupting it with distraction. Sixth, community. Regulation doesn't happen in isolation. We are co-regulating creatures. We feel safe, not just when we are safe, but when we're felt, seen, mirrored, validated. Find people who hold space, who listen, who don't fix, who don't shame, who stay. You don't need many. Even one changes your whole system. Now, let's talk application. Here's your 7-day nervous system reset. Day 1, breath, 5 minutes deep belly breathing before phone or light. Day 2, movement, 15 minutes of intuitive movement upon waking. Day 3, silence. 10 minutes no input, just sit, breathe, feel. Day 4, journaling. Ask, what am I trying to avoid feeling today? Write the answer. Day 5, cold shower. Not for toughness, for sensation. Can I feel intensity without shutting down? Day 6, digital fast. No social media until noon. Watch the urges, breathe. Day 7, connection. Call one person. Don't vent, don't fix, just connect. This isn't about performance. It's about presence. Don't measure success in how perfect you do it. Measure it in how often you come back. Carl Jung believed that individuation, the journey to wholeness, requires descent into the body, into the shadow, into the parts of you that ache, tremble, tighten. Most people want elevation without descent, peace without pressure, growth without grief. But the body holds score, and if you don't go in, you'll never truly rise. You'll just keep recycling stress, pretending it's drive. So here's the truth. You don't need to grind more. You need to feel more. You don't need to become tougher. You need to become safer. Not because the world is dangerous, but because your system still thinks it is. Regulation is not weakness. It is not softness. It is not spiritual fluff. It is strategy. It is how you return your power. Because a regulated man is an anchored man. A man who doesn't react, he responds. Who doesn't perform, he presences. Who doesn't collapse, he breathes. And when the storms come, and they will, he remains rooted. So here's the question. If you stopped trying to perform discipline and started trying to feel safety, what would change? Comment your answer, not for validation, but for integration. And I'll see you in video 13, where we go even deeper, not into the habits, but into the healing.